Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. My Lightworkers, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having an awesome Friday, and I hope you guys are doing your shadow work. You guys are doing your leveling up, your evolution. I hope you guys are putting in all that work. I can feel that you guys are putting in all that work already. We're gonna evolve, and we're gonna create this new Earth. I do feel, though, that today is gonna be a more relaxing type of live, a little bit more relaxing, a little bit more calm, a little bit more chill. Even though a lot of people are saying they're feeling some stronger energies, which I did feel as well, probably because of the full moon. So, how's everyone doing? It's feeling good in here. That's right, Catherine. That's right, Catherine. It's good to see you here, like always. Hi, Edgar. How are you? It's Saturday morning here, so happy to join your live. Awesome. How are you doing? Egocentricity. It's always nice to see you. Always nice to see you. I'm doing great, by the way. I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. What up, Chip? What up? Energy is intense. Yes, 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 it is intense. But we are alchemists and we can transmute it whenever we want. I'm late. I'm doing good. Hope y'all are doing good as well. We just started, Stephanie. We just began. Nice to see you. Doing well. Much gratitude. Hello, Sean. Birthday's on the full moon. Let's go. Manifest. Manifest, manifest. Buzzing in here. Let's get it. That's right. Only high vibes here, man. Only high vibes, only love, because we all move out of love. That's what it is. And it's not just me, it's every single person in this live. And just the energy that you guys have, man, is literally the energy that is going to change the world, you know? And slowly but surely, we're all going to be feeding off each other's energy. There's going to be more people waking up. There's going to be more people healing. And eventually, the frequency is just going to keep rising and rising till we finally become our true inner selves, which is what we've been aiming for. And like I said, every single person has their own journey in life. Uh, like in this life purpose, right? Every single person has a certain role, and every single role is if you move out of love, every single role is important and is a cog and is a piece to the big puzzle, right? To the big puzzle that is the new earth and healing, healing everyone, including us light workers and the earth seeds, right? So we can help them rise, so we can help them rise to to their redemption, right? Energy felt good today. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are feeling good, man. I'm glad you guys are feeling good. Hello, Marcus. Yo. It's 1 a.m. in UK. I stayed up for this live. I've been hyped for it all day. I know it's going to be a good one. Thank you, Rebecca, for being here and for sacrificing some of your sleep so you can be here. I really much appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And yes, the energy here is insane. It's such a beautiful energy. We got so many beautiful people here with their moving from love and like I said, energy is contagious. Energy is contagious. Love conquers all. That's right, Sophia. Hello, my fellow lightworkers, moving out of love. Hello, Cassandra. I need a refresher on detachment. Okay. You mean like becoming unattached and things like that? Yeah, it's very simple, right? When it comes to, well, it's simple, but it's not easy, right? And when I say things are simple, I'm not saying they're easy, right? But anyway, the best way you can detach from um, the reason why you want to detach and you want to be unattached is because you don't want to be holding on to false ideas and false belief systems and false fears that you have, right? That because it's like a if you picture yourself kind of holding on to like ropes, and at the end of these ropes there's like big rocks that are hanging off the cliff, and it's just better to just let them go, right? That's what detachment is, and the way to do that is balance, of course, but also coming back to the present moment, right? Because the present moment um, is the closest you can get to God. because it's here and you're honoring the moment as well. You're honoring the moment, you're honoring your experience, and you're honoring yourself. When you honor yourself and you honor your experience, you start moving from love, right, which is closest to God and oneness, right? Um, so that's basically what detachment is. You're not attached to outside things because you are already in. The more you detach yourself from outside things that are causing fears and worries and anxiety, right? The more you get to be in your highest timeline. It's very simple, right? Because everybody has a highest timeline. So the more you let go, right, of all these things, the more you start moving from love and love for yourself. That's why it's an inner thing rather than an outer thing. The more you start just getting abundance and moving with your highest timeline. I went from sleeping for 20 hours at once just recently to sleeping for a few hours and waking up on my own without an alarm for your life filled with love and energy. Let's go, Christina. Let's go, Christina. I hope you I hope you get enough sleep though. Mm, it used to be simple. I have forgotten. No worries, no worries, no worries at all. It happens to me all the time. It happens to everyone, right? There's always going to be ups and downs. And sometimes on the downs, uh, the energy can be super convincing, right? But that's when you just got to ride it out, ride the wave a little bit. Ride the wave of negativity because you know you're going to get to the other side of the hill. And being cold-hearted, they just don't understand. Mm. Uh, I am manifesting a place of healing and safety, partying if you want. The state's soul fam. Let's go, Christina. I love your energy. Is there such a thing as loving too much? Hmm. There's a thing as loving, yes and no. There's a thing as loving too much, as in like you forget to love yourself, right? And that's the main thing, right? If you love yourself, you start moving from love, right? And but also love can also give you boundaries with people, right? It's not just that you are devoted to someone, because if you're just purely devoted to someone, it can cause you if and that person's not the right person or whatever, or maybe they are the right person, but they just don't understand your boundaries or something like that because you haven't really set them down, because the love for yourself is lowered, right? So that's where the balance comes from. So if you move from love for yourself, again, you're not going to move from fear, right? And a lot of the times people stick with people that are they don't put their boundaries or anything like that, it's because you're moving from fear. Because you're instead of love, right? You're moving that from fear, like maybe I should be nice to them, maybe I should always love them because if I try to put my boundaries, they're gonna leave me, right? It's things like that. Like they're gonna just leave me and you have a fear of abandonment inside of you, right? So again, it always comes back to the inner stuff, your inner fears, right? And you heal your inner fears, you're going to have love for yourself and you're going to put boundaries up for yourself. And you will know which type of boundaries you will need, right? Hopefully this makes sense. Mm. Xavier was exactly a rainbow child. Um, I've never really understood the whole thing. I would love to hear. Oh yeah. Oh my God. There's so many things. There's so many labels and stuff like that in the spiritual community. I remember this. I just forgot it honestly. I just completely forgot. I don't know if rainbow child. I'm sure someone here can say it. Someone here knows about it because I don't. I forgot. I honestly forgot. But I just know that it's a generational thing. Like I think it's crystal indigo children, and then rainbow children. I think something like that. And it's a generational thing. Whether kids that are light workers from the '90s or kids that were um, light workers, from the Gen Z or whatever. Mhm. Love is the highest frequency vibration, our best timeline, the answer solution to heal everyone and ascend. That's right. That is correct, Christina. Putting in work, Christina. Putting in work. When you're devoted to yourself, it will show up on the outside. Yes. Yes. See, this is what I love about these lives, right? I'll say something, right? Or someone else will say something, and it's like the same lesson, kind of. It's like the same thing. But It's just said in different ways and different perspectives, right? That way other people can understand. Maybe they don't understand the way I'm explaining it, so someone else can understand. Someone else says it in a different way, and they'll understand it here. They'll understand it there, you know. And that's what you get in the Discord, by the way. I forgot to mention the Discord and all that stuff. So the Discord is in my description at the bottom of this video right here. If you guys want to go check it out, if you guys haven't been there yet, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys are already there. But yeah, there's just so many different types of perspectives and so many different types of ways you can view, you know, spirituality and you know, God and all these things, right? So go check it out if you guys haven't yet. Um, Rainbow Children are the latest wave of early awakened souls. I'm not sure how old they are, but they really kick ass. Yeah. Okay. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I knew it was a generational thing, but I didn't know. Then I'm pretty sure I'm like an indigo child. I think, which is I think the millennials. Can someone correct me on that? I don't know. They are called that because of the color of their aura. Yes, I did hear about that as well. um, I'm glad I'm not the only one who forgets stuff. Yeah, there's so many things. There's so many things. And again, it's yeah, it's all about perspective, right? Some people, that's why we need different people, right? Because some people focus on certain things in spirituality, while other people focus on other things, right? Like for me, again, I always try to focus on the outer stuff, and then I call it eagle eye, right? I always try to focus on like the outside picture between multi-dimensional and all these other things, right? It's more of a masculine way of viewing it too, a little bit. Well, like some people decide to view it completely from pure love, which is a beautiful thing as well, you know. But it's like it's all connected anyway. How do I stand up for myself and what I know I need to do, letting go of certain people because of contracts, and to move into my abundance when it's your family and I'm still living at home. I try to trust. I totally understand this, Olivia. I totally understand this. Okay, 100%. Trust me, I totally understand. You're going to have to transmute your energy, even if you are in that house, right? If it's really bothering you that much, just be aware, right? Have awareness. Move from. Don't try to be a jerk, obviously, but just ignore them, right? And focus on yourself. Focus on yourself and focus on your own world. And that's why, again, that's why God likes to put you in a hermit mode so you can stay away from other people that are not good for your energy, right? So even if it's a family thing, right? Even if it's a family thing, you know, this is a lesson that you are learning, a lesson again that comes back to self-love, right? Because if you like, it's just a lesson on self-love. In order for you to put your boundaries up, even if you get hate, even if you get all these things, it's boom, boom, Marcus. Exactly. It's about self. It's a lesson in self-love. So you have to focus on yourself, right? You have to focus on yourself in your inner world and focus on not only just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself first. That way you can move from love and then you forgive others, even if people that have hurt you. You know what I mean? Even if people that have hurt you, right? That's why you get. This is what makes you an alchemist, right? This is why, and this is why alchemy, right, is difficult. Not for us though. It's not for us, but it's difficult for a lot of people because it's hard to forgive others sometimes, especially if they have hurt you really, like they've really hurt you. But the payoff, guys, the payoff of actual forgiveness, right, and you heal, it's just otherworldly. It's completely worth it. 100%, it's completely worth it. And I know some of you guys have healed this already, and you guys know what I'm talking about. The thing is, it's completely worth it. It's beautiful, right? So anyway, um, let me see if I missed any questions. Hopefully that helped you, Olivia. Hopefully that helped you. Mm, thank you, Edgar. You have helped us much. No problem, Unique 777. No problem, Unique Star. No problem at all. How do I stand up for myself? Oh, okay, yeah, I already answered that. How are you doing, Edgar? Been meditating, resting since the 222 portal opened, or have you been more active? I've been meditating a lot, crazy amounts. I haven't been doing much content at all. I've just been meditating or just been doing rituals, especially yesterday, and I mean all of these days since like last week on Sunday and Saturday. It's just been pure meditation this whole week. And just a bunch of revelations and a bunch of breakthroughs, and it's insane. When you think, what the beautiful part about this journey, when you think you're here, it's like you're not really there. You're actually, there's still more. There's still more discoveries and things like that. You know. Okay, let me answer some of these. What do I do about my narcissistic mother doing smear campaigns on me? Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Do these smear campaigns? Whew, that's heavy. Do these smear campaigns? Yeah, she's just talking smack, right? She's just talking smack. Okay, this is gonna be the hard part. You have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on yourself. You have to focus on yourself because the more you focus on yourself, the more you let go of this. You know, even if she's saying all these things, practice the pause. Practice the pause and start putting boundaries on yourself. Even if people are talking smack on you and everything, eventually they will see the truth, and it's gonna take time. But eventually they will see the truth. They will say a bunch of things about you, but you should not let it get to you. Okay? Remember guys, all is mind, right? You are more powerful than you think. Okay? You are more powerful. If you need to protect yourself with rituals, with a deity, with God, with Buddha, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay? Do it. Archangel Michael protects all the time, right? Do it. But here's the thing. Don't focus on that. Don't focus on that, because the more you focus on, oh, my mom's doing this, my mom's doing this, the more you're getting that idea in your psyche, right? And the more it's going to lower your vibration. So don't focus on that and focus on your evolution. Focus on your inner work completely. Complete focus on your inner work, right? And by inner work, I don't just mean like working hard in your inner work. There's hard work as well in your inner work. There is, but also coming back to balance. Always coming back to peace, right? Because peace is internal, not external, right? So always come back to the heart chakra. Okay, let me answer the question. What do you know about the number 28? Okay, so the number 28 in numerology is the number of abundance and the number of money and the number of wealth. That's the number. That's the number 28 because 2 plus 8, but it already has an 8 in it, which is the number of abundance and the number of karma. But you know, what basically means if it's the number of karma is if you are healing right now and this is the number 8 year, if you are healing right now and you are putting in your shadow work and all that stuff and you're forgiving people and you're forgiving yourself, you're getting good karma, right? You're gonna get good karma. That's why this is the year to do it, and you're gonna do it. You're all gonna do it. But when it comes to the number 28, 2 plus 8 is 10, which is a 1, which is an action number, right? 1 is a number of the masculine, so it's abundance, right? It's the sun. It's wealth. Number 28 is that abundance. So for me, right before my so I had a kundalini, right? I had a really strong kundalini that made me really step into my inner power completely and who I am completely. Um, and when this happened, I started seeing the number 28 everywhere, everywhere. And I still see it, by the way. To this day, I still see it all the time, right? So when I started seeing that number, I started magnetizing everything. And then a week later, I created this. Well, I didn't create this YouTube. This YouTube was here for a long time. But I created that video, the 9 to 5 video, right? When that happened, boom, abundance came, right? So yeah. So if you guys are seeing the number 28, and it depends on the timing. Everyone has different timing, right? But if you guys, for me, I was seeing the number 28 like about a month, a month and a half around there before it really before my YouTube videos went off, right? Um, but yeah, it depends on the person. Sometimes some of you guys might even just see it a week before you start your abundance. Who knows, right? But that's the number of abundance. So look out for that number, guys. Look out for that number. Okay, let me answer another question. Hello, Mr. 33. Thank you for being here. Saw 2028 2828 on the video this morning. Also 2828 on license plate. There you go. Yeah, I see that all the time on license plates, on the most random things. I think I was watching a movie. I forgot which movie it was, and then the number 28 came out on there too. I was like, what a crazy synchronicity, right? Divine's balance is key. That's right, Mr. Illuminate. Mr. 33 Illuminated. That's absolutely right. um, 444-555 for me. 222 also. My angels are active. That's right. Yeah, and some of you guys also say that like you start seeing a lot of synchronicities, and then out of nowhere they kind of just stop, right? That's again, it's just like a little dip. It's not a big deal. You can just ask your guides again, right? Like guys, like pray to them and ask them like, I want to see more numbers. Just give me a little bit more hope, right? Just give me a little bit more hope or something like that, and they're gonna show you numbers again. They're for sure they're gonna show you numbers again. Synchronicities, you know. I have a narcissistic family. You have to turn the other cheek and just show up as yourself. People will see you. Yes, yeah, absolutely, Laura. 100%. Like, obviously it depends on every person, right? Because people have more problems with their family, some people don't. But it's all about loving yourself, man. It's all about just being like, even I could be in the worst places of all time. I still can find peace in my soul, no matter where I am. I can be in honestly, I can be in jail. Honestly, I can be in jail and I can still find peace in my soul, no matter what. Always, because I am always connected to the divine. Always. So that they can't take that away from you guys. They can never take that away from you. They can never take that away from you. Never, because it is a piece of you. It is you, right? I heard Styx River that Rolex puts number 28 in their ads and it brings money. Yes, it does. I heard that too. I heard that too. And yes, it does. People use a lot of advertisements and all that stuff. They use numerology all the time. All the time. 8:20 on the clock. Let's go. I made this YouTube name 20 years ago. 11's always been in my life. Yeah. No, are you a master? Are you a master number 11 in your life path? Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of ascended masters have an 11 in their chart, usually as a life path. Yeah, obviously 22 and 33 as well. 11 is more common. Guys, I have a question. Soul spirits have a gender? No, not really. Souls don't have a gender, and spirits don't. Spirits are more like energies in this universe, so they have the energy of some spirits might have more of a masculine energy, and some spirits might have more of a feminine energy, right? But you as a soul, completely in your soul signature, you are not a gender or anything. You are just one, completely one. Everything is one on the other side as a soul, completely one, perfectly balanced. Everything one, if that makes sense, right? We, uh, mm, yeah. Mm, I have a silly question, but does ancestry DNA test help with figuring out who I am? I got one for Christmas a few years back and never used it. The Okay, so everything in your universe and in your timeline is made for you to learn about yourself, if this makes sense, right? So the signs are always catered to you. People will always find signs in a bunch of different things, right? Some people find signs in numbers, some people find signs in this. It's just about having awareness and intuition, complete awareness and intuition, right? So if yeah, yeah. So follow it. Follow your intuition to see if that's true or not. You're probably gonna find some signs there, honestly, especially if you're bringing it up here, right? If you're bringing it up here with all us light workers and things like that, it's most likely a sign. So follow it. Mm, the symbolism of dogs. I would say the symbolism of dogs would be, I guess it would just depend which dog it would be, because I guess it would, if it would be more of a darker type of dog or a wolf, it would have more of a darker energy to it. But I would say more like loyalty and love. Most likely loyalty. Hmm. I think it's because that's how I recognize my deceased loved ones. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's just the energies. Yeah, energies of masculine and feminine, right? But since they are in this universe, and again, you are the manifestor, you are the one that has the consciousness. You are looking at their energy from that perspective. If this makes sense, right? Which, and again, perspective is dimensional awareness. Um, how do you feel about the Illuminati? Okay, I was listening to the sound healing stuff. They mentioned that name. Yeah, the Illuminati is just a group of individuals, right, with certain types of energies, which are more root chakra energy, survival, all that stuff. People call it the devil, whatever you want to call it, right? Um, they're more like control. Like they have a darker energy and they more have like they have control. But they are a I don't know exactly I don't know much honestly too much about these things, right? But I know that they are a group of people, right, that have the false pretense or the false illusion that they have control. The only reason they have control is because they say they have control. So that's a spell in and of itself. And remember, the mind is the universe is mental. So if you tell people enough times, like we have control, we are the Illuminati, and you throw little subliminals here and there and all that stuff, you're gonna believe it, right? You're gonna believe it. But all that stuff is gonna go away, right? Because we are the ones that are starting this off as light workers. We are the ones that are starting off like I'm not gonna go. I don't want to work at a 9 to 5 anymore. I don't want to be a slave anymore. Or I don't want to. Or even if you do work at a 9 to 5, you probably will change the environment there, guys. Right? Even if it's hard. That's why we came in here because our vibrations is that high. Mm. What do you think of the concept of twin flames and the idea that they were originally each one soul essentially split into two flame? Yeah, let me see. Usually when I say this, because a lot of people like to put a lot of labels and things, but when it comes to souls, no matter how completely close a soul is in the other, and like split in half and all that stuff, it's still two different energies, even then, right? So essentially, it is like two souls. Even then, it's just that that soul is that close to the other soul that it can merge back into one soul. So it's just really, 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 really close soul ties. Soul ties that you had a soul contract with to have this experience. Because you have a bunch of different twin flames in different types of past lives. You always have a bunch of twin flames, right? So twin flame in and of itself, as the label of itself, makes it feel like it is just like one thing and that's it, and that's your other half, and that's it. No, you have many twin flames, many soul ties, many soul bonds in different lifetimes, right? But in this lifetime, you might just have, well, you have one, or you might even have two, who knows? And there are different types of soul bonds or soul ties, right? It doesn't have to just be a counterpart. It can be your sister or a brother or a mom, you know? Mm, My dog has taught me so much about loving and caring for myself. Animals are truly beautiful, and there's so much to learn from each and every one. That's why I love dogs. I'm a complete dog person. I love cats too. I absolutely love cats. They're very intuitive. But I love dogs because of just their unwavering loyalty. Their unwavering loyalty and just their unconditional love, right? Like they're complete empaths. They're complete empaths. When when you're sad, they feel sad. When you're happy, they feel happy, right? I work a 9 to 5, but I go for walks in the vineyard every day. Yeah, man. There's you guys will find things that will uplift your energies, guys, right? Because again, you guys are alchemists, right? And there's gonna be things in the 3D that are also gonna uplift your energy. That's why I like going to, hiking and things like that. I like going to nature or, going to a park, even though I actually haven't gone in a long time. I didn't even go that one time that I was supposed to go hiking because it was raining, so I ended up just kind of relaxing. But yeah. Uh, yes, this is how I have been feeling about the whole twin flame thing. This feels right. Yeah, yeah, and because I remember having a bunch of twin flames in different past lives, like really, really close soul ties. Um, yeah. Hello, Milena. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Can your twin flame be in a different place, like not Earth? If it's not from Earth, then they're just a then you're probably just remembering another twin flame that you have outside. Yeah, like I said, we have a bunch of twin flames and a bunch of different type of soul bonds and different soul connections and soul ties from different dimensions because we are multidimensional beings, right? So yeah, it's almost like a game you guys play. It's almost like a game as two souls. That's what's a contract, right? Because we come in here to experience like something that we're not, right? Which is like we're love, so we come in to experience, fear a little bit, just to experience it, because we're always around unconditional love. So we come in here to experience it, and we create these soul bonds or these soul contracts with, souls that are just really really close. That's why it's called a soul family, right? There's a bunch of soul ties and soul bonds and all that stuff, and we create soul contracts to be like, okay, you're gonna be my twin flame now. You know what I mean? Because we're this close or whatever, and you go into the experience like that, right? That's at least my understanding of it. Soul ties and contracts go way deep. Yep. Eyes are a good way of telling. Yes, it's the eyes. 100%. It is the eyes. When you look at someone's eyes, especially with your twin flame, you just know. You just know. It's like you've seen them before, obviously. It's like you've like seen them when you're a child, or like they give you that childlike feeling when you were a kid and you're just happy or whatever. It's that feeling, guys. Mm. Oh my, the rain also stopped me going hiking. Yeah, yeah, same here. I was kind of bummed out, but it is what it is. We'll go some other time. I'm good, happy to join. Thank you for being here. We have the power. That's right, Cassandra. We always have the power. 100%. Soulmates. Yes, it's just another label of it, of twin flames. Soulmates. You can say just another label and another soul contract or different experience. Um, will Ancestry DNA answer this question already? Yes, it most likely will. If you're asking it here, it most likely will. So go check it out. You might have some signs there, and it'll lead you somewhere else, or who knows? It might be the whole thing might even actually be helpful for you. Um, I live in an apartment where I took out my trash today. Took out my trash today, and took my shoes off and walked in grass while gazing at the sun. My neighbors think I'm crazy. Lol, it's fun. Oh man, You're awesome, Rhonda. You're awesome. It takes confidence to be like that as well. But that's great. You're connected to the earth, you're connected to the sun, which is vitality. You know, the sun is also a representation of abundance. And then you're also connected to um, Divine Mother or Mother Earth, right? Because of putting your shoes in the grass or your feet in the grass, right? And feeling her. It can be very difficult sometimes being so much different than others. It absolutely can. I mean, it's very difficult. It's very difficult, right? But I'm telling you guys that all that stuff is soon we're all gonna be together, man. We're finally, right? We're getting together already. So the loneliness and the feeling alone and all that stuff, it's gonna go away soon. It's gonna go away soon. Yeah, it's gonna go away soon, guys. So you don't have to feel alone anymore, guys. You don't have to feel like no one can understand you or anything because there's so many people with your vibration that do understand you, right? But they just have a different experience. But that doesn't mean they don't understand you. I'm pretty much rejected by everyone my whole life. Did I agree to experience this? Yes, you agreed to experience this life, and I know it sounds harsh, but you agreed to your soul agreed to experience this because your soul knows that you are strong enough and an advanced light worker soul, advanced an old soul spiritually that you can alchemize your pain, right? Alchemize your pain. I told you, all you guys are alchemists, right? You're here to alchemize your pain into love. When you do that, you create an example, and you create an example of healing in yourself. That way, you can heal others. Does this make sense, guys? Right? And yes, I know it's harsh sometimes when I say these things because you guys are going through it right now, right? You guys are going through the dark night of the soul and the fears, right? And they're so strong and they're so heavy, right? To a point where it feels like you might not even have any type of hope. But I promise you, you're gonna get out. 100% you're gonna get out. You're going to make it. 100%. It's done already. It's done already. So hang on to that hope, guys. Hang on to that faith, because faith and hope is of a high vibration. And it is the closest to love. It is love. Right? And that's how you transmute your pain. Twin flames offer an opportunity for healing. Yeah, twin flames is a spiritual um, experience. It's an experience for your evolution, right? You're both going to teach each other things. That's why people say, oh, it can be toxic and things like that. Well, because you're teaching each other lessons and you guys gave each other a soul contract. Now, this does not mean that, like, you have to. And by the way, some of the lessons are about self love, about putting boundaries against that twin flame, right? And about leaving that twin flame if it's too toxic, right? That's the lesson itself. It's the same thing with karmic families, right? Um, uh, uh, I wish I could. I wish we could all sit on a blanket, watch the stars, and bathe in the moon tonight. That'd be so awesome. That's not a bad idea. Hopefully, there's no clouds where I'm at, that way I can actually see the moon tonight. That's a great idea. And again, guys, there's gonna be some emotions going on. Some of you guys, since it's a full moon, um, you're gonna be doing some shadow work since it's a full moon, right? You're gonna be there's gonna be some emotions that you're gonna release. Uh, you guys are making me want to go outside right now, and I'm listening to that. Yes, yes. I'm probably gonna go outside too for a little bit. Not gonna lie. Um, I either intimidate people almost to the point that they hate me, or fling themselves at me for hugs. Yep, it's all about focusing on the love. So Even if you got haters and things like that, the love is better anyway. The people that love you is better, right? So focus on the people that love you. How do we claim our power back from our great past lives? The first thing you got to understand is that your past lives, your traumas from your past lives, and your ancestors too, because a lot of you guys agreed to clear your ancestors' karma as well. They will show up in your life in this life, right? So if you have like an ancestor or a past life where you drink a lot, right? Or you have a problem with like what's it called? Like discipline when it comes to that, like moderation or balance or something like that. And that's been a problem and that's been a thing in your past lives and your ancestors. It's going to show up here in your life too, right? So the traumas that you have are also part of the traumas of your past life, if that makes sense. So it's all about feeling that. It's all about noticing and having awareness, right? Eventually, the more awareness that you have, and the more you feel that, because I understood I had problems, right? But when I started healing these blockages, then my memory started coming back of why I have this blockage from my past lives, right? So it's all like a process together, if that makes sense, right? So look for again, I always say, look for your fears. That's where the root chakra, that's where you want to start. And then from there, it's all gonna connect. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Thank you, Edgar, and everyone present for sharing in this way. So inspiring. What a beautiful love. Yes, or what? Yes, 100%. Thank you for being here, Sean. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you guys' energies, man. I'm really feeling it really, really intensely right now, especially in my heart chakra a little bit. Yeah, yeah. You guys are very strong. You guys have so much strength. You guys have so much inner strength. So much inner strength. Because I know, man. I get so many DMs from you guys, and I've been through this. I've done this. This has happened to me. All these things, and you guys are so strong. You guys are so strong. You're gonna transmute that energy for sure if you haven't already. Mm-mm. Full moon is exact 5:34 a.m. Mountain Time. Interesting. I gotta understand what Mountain Time is for me compared to my time. Awesome time for journaling and shadow work. Yes, 100%. 100%. Divine Feminine Energy. Divine Feminine Energy is journaling and shadow work. Helps you heal, right? Mm-hmm. All love, bro. All love to you too. All love. All love. We all move from love here. All move from love here. And again, if you guys haven't done so already, again, a lot of you guys most likely are already from the Discord, but if you haven't already, there's a lot of great people there. There's a lot of beautiful people there. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of energies being passed around, good energies. If you guys want to check it out, link in the description, okay? Mm-mm. This is all new to me and only the second time I watched you. What is the shadow work? Shadow work is simple. So you have traumas, right? That you went through when you were a child. Um, and young adult, all these things, right? And these are blockages, because these blockages take away your confidence, take away they put fear in you, fear of judgment, fear of society, fear of not making enough money, things like that. So these are blockages that are stopping you from being your best self. Your best self is always moving out of love. So it has no fear, or at least the fear is much much less than the love, right? If that makes sense. So shadow work is basically just your traumas, right? Your traumas, and the shadow is your traumas, and it'll speak to you. It's always speaking to you. The shadow's always speaking to me as well, right? But the thing is, it's all about. That's why it's good to meditate and become the observer, so you can separate yourself from the shadow, right? Because when you're starting off your journey in spirituality, um, it's hard to notice the shadow because you feel that it's just you, but it's not. It's just a piece of you, right? Then when you become the observer and sit in stillness in the meditation, then you're able to really dissect the shadow and see, oh, I have a fear of judgment here, or oh, I have a fear of this, or oh, I have a fear of that, right? And then you get to transmute that energy, and then you understand which blockages you have in your chakras, right? That's shadow work. It's basically, and at one point too, and this is gonna happen for a lot of you guys, right? Not all you guys. Some of you guys are just gonna heal. Some of you guys are gonna heal your blockages in your chakras, right? Through shadow work like that. But there's gonna be times where you're gonna confront the shadow as well, because the shadow is very, very powerful in the beginning when your frequency is low. The shadow is very, very powerful, right? And it'll say anything to disrupt your stillness, anything. It'll say things like "I have you, you're mine," you're things like that, right? It said that to me, right? It tries to put fear in you because fear is the opposite of love. It's just teaching you a lesson, basically. If you look at it that way, it's teaching you a lesson, right? In self-love, a lesson in standing up for yourself, a lesson in, putting up your boundaries, a lesson in like speaking your truth, right? Things like that. And eventually, you're gonna start healing so much that the shadow's not strong anymore because you know it's not true because you're moving out of love, right? And the shadow will be there sometimes, and I laugh at him, and he laughs back because it's so silly what he's saying now. Before, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, I would probably be like, "Whoa, like he's really putting fear in me and blah blah blah," right? Because I still had my traumas and my blockages. But now that healed those major blockages, when the shadow tries to come back with those blockages, it's like they're weak. They're weak, and it's funny to me. And I'll laugh, and he'll laugh. He'll laugh it off too because it's not true. It's not true. It's false, right? The only truth is love. The only truth is love. Yeah. All right. Hopefully I didn't miss any questions. Okay. I'm working on transmuting out and manifesting. Yes. Yes. Do that, and also work on manipulating your energy, guys, too. Right. Try to work on that because there's going to be times where you're meditating and there's no shadow work. There's no nothing. So work on reflection, right? When you're meditating, try to reflect on your day, how it went. Also work on being still, right? Work on manipulating your energies, like feeling it, feeling your third eye more, trying to feel it more, trying to feel your throat chakra more, your heart chakra. Try to feel these things and move the kundalini up and down, right? All of these things, guys. All of these things. And it's gonna come to you guys anyway. It's gonna come naturally to you guys. Shadow work has been one of the most rewarding experiences for me. I used to be overwhelmed and I'm improving myself, and it's helped manage me and focus points on growth. Yeah, shadow work is completely mandatory for your evolution. Completely mandatory. It is literally transmuting pain into love. That's what shadow work is. 100%. Right? The reason why it's called shadow work is because you're identifying your shadow. That's the heart. It's like you're a detective of yourself. You're understanding things about yourself and the traumas that you've had and how they relate to you right now when you're an adult, right? Divine feminine, divine masculine energy. That's right. Balance, guys. Absolutely. 100%. Balance. Everything is balance. Everything is balance. For me, I notice, for me, it's hard to come back to my feminine sometimes. It's hard for me to come back to my feminine. I can do masculine all day, right? I can do forward thinking and training and all these other things all day, but sometimes I forget to come back to center, right? I forget to come back to the heart and be more compassionate and empathetic. Mm. Has anyone ever had shadow work come through nightmares and night terrors? Yes, 100%. That's happened to me. Again, when you have nightmares and you have dreams, you are the great manifester, right? You are a manifester and you are a creator of your universe. And we are all manifestors. If we think of a cup in our mind, we're literally manifesting a cup in the 4D, right? So what you're doing when you're dreaming is it's just you are giving yourself signs that you need to work on something. That's all it is. Like even if it's nightmares and night terrors and things like that, it could also be a like a trippy dream, right? For me, let me give you an example, right? For me, when I was a reoccurring dream throughout my whole life, maybe when I got out of like high school, I had this dream, a reoccurring dream, where I was I was driving a car and I was driving it, but I was never in the driver's seat. I was always in the passenger seat, and I was holding the trying to drive it in the passenger seat, right? So what does that signify? It means I have no control over my life. It means I'm trying to be someone that I'm not. That's the sign that my dreams are trying to give me, which is also like myself. That's the one I'm trying to give myself, right? And I had this dream for a very, very long time, and I didn't even know. I didn't even know until not that long ago, honestly, right? And I healed this part of myself, and that's it. Like I was, it basically it's the throat chakra, right? Full expression of self, and not being a fake, not being fake, being super authentic as much as you can, even if other people don't like you, it doesn't matter, right? Because the more authentic I am, the more I'm moving from love, right? Mm. Shadow work is unavoidable for evolution. Yep, yep. I'm listening. Thank you for listening, Cassandra. Thank you for being here. It's hard for me to go to my feminine. Yeah. For me, what helps me a lot, and again, everyone is different, right? But for me, what helps me a lot is just talking to Buddha and Jesus too, actually, because they're the heart chakra, right? Or the Divine Mother, right? Divine Feminine Mother. I always like going outside in my backyard. There's like a tree right there, right? And I just chill with the tree and I talk to the tree, right? That's like feminine energy right there, big time, right? Talk to the tree, talk to the plants, have more compassion, things like that. Mm. I struggle with my feminine too. I was raised in a way that didn't really let the side of me flourish, so it's something I'm working on often. Yes. But also another thing too is the recent. I mean, yeah, it's the same thing with me. Like for what helps me a lot is listening to music, and just kind of relaxing and listening to music and just moving my body a little bit. You know, moving my body, dancing a little bit with the music, whatever music that you're listening to. That's feminine energy. That's creative energy, sacral chakra energy, right? Mm, masculines must preserve and protect the feminine. Yeah, I mean that's the masculine's job, right? That's the masculine's job. The masculine's job is to protect the feminine and to guide forward, like guide forward movement. But he's going and he's guiding forward movement through the wisdom of the feminine, if this makes sense, right? Because if there's no wisdom of the feminine, there's going to be no balance, and it's just going to be a purely masculine world, like it was before this new earth that's happening. It was purely masculine. It was too masculine, and it was imbalanced. So now we're trying to come back to balance, come back to feminine balance, right? 100%. I agree 100%. Mm. This is my first time joining a live on this channel, and oh my god, I have been missing out. Stephanie, thank you for being here. No problem. I go live every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Sunday, I go live at 11 a.m. just because I know there's just so many people from different places. There's so many light workers from different places, from Sweden, from China, from Mexico, from South America. There's so many places in the UK. Whatever, right? There's so many places from different places, and everyone has a different time zone. So I'm trying to just move it across so that way everyone can be here without having to sacrifice any sleep and stuff. So yeah, I'll be going on. It's usually on Wednesdays. I'll be going on at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm in the Pacific time zone. I'm in California, and then today, 5:55 on the clock. That's funny. Today it'll be at 5 p.m. On Fridays, and then Sundays it'll be at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Mm-mm. I'm mostly in my feminine. I have to remind myself constantly to step into my masculine, create balance. That's right, Rebecca. That's right. Exactly. 100%. Never. Don't forget don't forget the mind, right? Don't forget the mind, which is the masculine, the mind, the heart, and the mind. You move from the heart, right? You begin with the heart. You begin with the feminine because it's the inner, which is love and wisdom, and then with the mind is where you can be conscious, right? Because masculine energy is conscious. Feminine is subconscious. Masculine is conscious and it's there and it's working and it's doing things. And it's that point, right? It's how can I explain it? It's that force, right? That force that pierces through the cosmos, which both are a variation of the love energy, right? I have difficulties being in my masculine energy. I'm all reception and emotion. I like action, determination, and confidence and discipline. Yes, 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 yes. The more you heal this part about you, it looks like you probably determination, confidence, discipline is the solar plexus chakra. So the more you heal, the more you're gonna heal your solar plexus chakra as well, and you're gonna be more balanced. But again, guys, yes, it's all about balance, but also everyone's gonna have their roles, right? Everyone's gonna also have their roles. Even if you are balanced internally, on the outside you're also gonna have a role, right? Like for me, I'm divine masculine. That's who I am. That's what I express, right? There's gonna be other people that are more divine feminine. That are more like, Reiki healers and things like that, right? Everybody is needed in a different way. But yes, of course, internally, balance. Mm, I'm definitely struggling at rebalancing the fem and the masculine. Yeah, yeah. It's difficult to balance it, right? Because there's always gonna be imbalance in a way. Even though the how can I explain this? You can be like this in the beginning of your journey and then come back to balance and then kind of do this and eventually just kind of be at this part. You're always going to have times where you're going to be tested by the universe and you're going to be in a little bit of an unalignment or imbalance, but it's up to you to learn this little lesson, right? And come back to balance again. And you're always going to be here instead of being like this all the time or just being here only or here only, right? It was so difficult for me. And this is the problem for men, especially. It was very, very difficult for me to move from love. Very, very difficult for me. Because I'm a very logical person. Very, very logical person. I'm all about reason. It was very difficult to move from love, but when I did, I opened up my feminine energy, and I was able, and my intuition just went crazy, right? And that's when I became balanced. It was very difficult. It's difficult for men to do this, right? Very, very difficult. Or someone that grew up in a household where they have masculine wounds, right? Which a lot of us do. Do you or your spirit guides see any of my past lives? I'm asking everyone with access to the records because the Starseed records I got and NCs have access to some of the records. Okay. Hmm. Christina. Hmm. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out, Christina. Keep searching. Keep searching, Christina. You'll figure it out. um, Force of love energy. Yes. Love. The energy of love is both the masculine and the feminine. The masculine and feminine is just the same energy. It's your kundalini. It's vital force energy. It's love. It's the same thing. It's just doing or being different things, right? So the feminine energy is the inner force of love, which is the it's just magnetism, right? The feminine is a magnet, brings things to her. That's why she's a manifester, right? That's what manifesting is. It's feminine energy, right? Boom, 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 boom. Bring things to you. You're a magnet, but you are also electromagnetic being, meaning you are also electricity. Electricity is masculine, so electricity travels, right? It travels, boom, 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 across the universe. Electricity is telepathic thoughts. That's how we communicate telepathically. And since you are a magnet, I'm bringing electricity towards you, and you are magnetizing it. See how it's all the same thing? That's love, right? And when I say force, yes, it's force because it's electricity. It pierces through the cosmos. That's how powerful love is, guys. Love is the most powerful energy in all of the cosmos because not only does it magnetize things, it also pierces through the cosmos. If you are in love with somebody and it's real, real love, spiritual love, true love, you guys are gonna do anything to be with each other, no matter what. Anything, literally anything. That's how powerful this energy is. It's all of it. It's everything, right? Hopefully this makes sense. Hmm. Was a tomboy, worked guy dominated jobs, just needed the money. Guy jobs paid more. Yeah, they do pay more, but it's rough work because I've been a body man. Same thing with me. I've been in a lot of masculine jobs. It's like I've been a body man and a mechanic. Um, Not really a mechanic. They're called body men, but it's like still working on cars, right? So I've been doing that, and then I did construction for a while. So I understand. Mm. True balance is found during sex. Sex is very, 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 very spiritual, and it is love. It's just another form of love, right? Sex is just another form of love. It's just that it gets perverted here. You know what I mean? It gets perverted here so we can lower our vibration, but it's not true, right? And a lot of the times it's linked to shame, but that's because this world makes you feel shame for what you actually are, which is a sexual being, which is love, which is divine union, right? Masculine energy is an arrow, much like the Mars symbol, yes, which is the opposite of the chaos symbol. Arrows diverging from center, going in all directions. Yes, chaos and order, absolutely 100%. Yin and yang, very, very good. Very, very good. Yes, forward direction, right? Forward direction, moving forward always, right? Yes. Sex can be a very powerful energy. It is the most powerful energy because it is vital force energy. Kundalini. Kundalini is a sexual energy, right? It is godlike, it's love. And it starts in the root chakra. But of course, you can start it anywhere once you know how to manipulate it. Superbly difficult for men to heal. Much props. Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. But the thing is about males too is once we heal, if we get past that barrier of healing, we're gonna step into our purpose right away because our purpose is masculine. Boom. It's gonna be easy for you, right? And a lot of the times with females, they have trouble stepping into their purpose because they're so empathetic. They just love too much, right? Instead of boom, forward movement. But again, everyone has their roles. Everybody has their roles. And everyone is needed 100% equally. That's why it's balance, equal. Masculine and feminine, equal. No one is better than the other. They work in tandems. They work together perfectly, right? They're not opposite forces. They're complementary. And by the way, the divine masculine is going to awaken this year as well. And it's already happening. A lot of masculines are starting to awake. And they're gonna go through some really tough times this year. Really, really tough times. It's gonna be very hard. A lot of their old belief systems are gonna crumble, right? Big time belief systems. And they're gonna have ego deaths. The ego death is hard. Love is the only reason I'm still fighting. Real love or twin flame. That makes me feel safe. Yes. The most powerful way of transmuting is shadow work into the light. Yes. Transmuting pain into love or light. Yes. I know exactly what it is, but yeah, you broke it down. Yeah, you're welcome, Cassandra. You're welcome. King and queen, that's how it is, and that's how it should be. King and queen, each with their roles and each very, very important for the evolution, right? Because if you're not evolving as a human being, then what are you doing, right? You should always be evolving, right? You should always be looking for evolution. You know, study the laws of the universe and all that stuff, right? Study the mind, study the heart. I haven't had any sexual feelings for someone specifically since I've awakened. It's been strange, but maybe that's just how it's meant to be for me at this time. Everything comes in timing. Everything comes in timing. So just be patient. Be patient because right now is the time to focus on yourself and love yourself, right? Energy is contagious. When you love yourself, other people will love you as well, and you can love other people. Mm. Thank you, Edgar. You're welcome, Pamela. The key to success is the key to your mind. Your brain is split in feminine and masculine. Yes, absolutely. The mind is very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. I always say that the universe is mental. The number one law of Hermeticism, the universe is mental. Okay, it is what you think that's going to create your realities. Because you are a magnet and you are magnetizing these thoughts, which are electricity, masculine and feminine, right? And if you magnetize negative thoughts, that's going to be your outer world, right? Me either, Sophia. Okay. Can you please hit the like button and show Edgar some support back? Yes, Petey. Yes, putting in work. Yes, do your thing, guys. Do your thing. Of course, you guys don't have to do anything you don't want to. We are all here to love each other. But yes, Petey, thank you. It's super easy to manifest with sex. That's why you have to be sure of your intention and partner. It's meant to be sacred. Yes, sex is sacred because it is divine union. Absolutely. Yes. That's why if you are like, again, I don't like telling people what to do, right? Because I want people to also enjoy their experience. But yeah, you have to be careful who you let touch your body, and a male and female, not just females. Anybody, anybody, right? You have to be careful who you let in your space, your energy, right? And yes, it's the sex is the easiest way to manifest. 100%. Sex is the easiest way to manifest because sex again is a force piercing through the cosmos. I'm gonna make a video about this, by the way. I'm gonna make a video about because sex is also love, but I'm gonna make a video about love and what explaining it and all that stuff too. Although I am making the shadow work video first. Again, I know I haven't been making any YouTube videos. It's just because I haven't been called to. I always follow the universe, guys. I always follow the universe. Every time I follow the universe, I've always just gotten abundance, even when it doesn't make sense to me, right? So very soon, probably next week, I'll be making more YouTube videos. Cool. If you guys can excuse me for 1 second, I need to go to the bathroom really quick because I drank some coffee and it's going through me right now. So I'll be right back, okay, guys? Really quick. All right. All right. Okay. Excuse me. Mm, my higher self wants to heal. Oh, my higher self wants to help others. Still figuring out the details of how to do that, but I'm one step closer each and every day. Yes, that's such a good. You guys have such great attitudes for all the things that you guys have been through, man. I'm telling you, you guys have such great inner strength. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Each and every day, you guys are gonna get closer. The more you heal, the more your purpose is gonna show. That's why it's always start, feminine, right? You start with the feminine first. You start with the healing first. You start with the shadow work, right? That's why again, it's hard for guys to heal because you start with feminine first, and that's where the ego death comes in a lot of males, right? Because there's a lot of male ego in us, right? But yeah, it starts with the feminine, and then once you start healing your inner child wounds and all this other stuff, your purpose will start to begin to show, which is the masculine. Your purpose will begin to show, and then you start taking inspired action towards your purpose, right? I want to see one of his cats in one of these lives. Yeah, I have they're out here. It's just the problem is I like to close my door because it's a way to tell because I live with other people in my house. It's a way to tell them like, oh, I'm doing something. I'm in a live right now, so don't like try not to, I guess, bother me in a way. Not bother, but try not to be around here, I guess. That sounds mean, right? But even if I keep my cat in here and I have the door closed, he always wants to leave. Like he always wants to get out, and he's like, so I'm just like, all right, I'll just let him out. I'll just let him stay outside. What about people who have sex for the wrong reasons? A lot of people have sex to release frustration and not deal with actual problems. Alcohol. Yeah, it's because you're moving from fear. If you have sex from fear of that you're gonna be. A lot of people go to clubs because they feel lonely. I'm not saying you guys do this, right? But I'm saying a lot of people. Well, maybe you do. Maybe that's a blockage, right? A lot of people feel lonely. A lot of people feel like they're not gonna get a partner in life or whatever, and they have shade over the partner. That's where a lot of this male hurt or female hurt. They're both hurt, and so that's kind of where society is right now. They're like they have the masculine and the feminine fighting against each other because they're both hurt, right? And so they're moving from fear. So they're going to clubs or whatever and only thinking about sex. They're not thinking about love. They're not thinking about connection or anything. They're thinking about only sex. And that's where the two unhealed people are coming together to have sex. They're going to create an unhealed relationship or an unhealed energy. Mm. What about people? Okay, yeah. Mm. Mm-mm. This is my goal in life. I have the same mentality as you, collective. But I don't know how to express myself yet. Yes, 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 yes. It's very difficult to express yourself when, you've had inner child wounds of a lot of this. I said it. I say it a lot in my other lives too, but a lot of these wounds come from like school and things like that. Especially school. School really takes away your voice a lot, especially for light workers, right? It takes away your because a lot of you guys are very creative, like you're very artistic and things like that, and school takes away a lot of that stuff. It's like school wounds basically. So it takes away your throat chakra. If you're awakened, you don't need to be convinced to have some fun. Follow your higher self, guide to make the right choices. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, evolution, right? Evolution. But trust me, once you heal enough, guys, and you step into your soul signature, um, it starts to become fun. I'm not gonna lie. When you're in your highest timeline, you enjoy your experience because it's still an experience. It's still about fun in a way, but in a different way, in a different perspective of fun, if that makes sense. It's not Matrix fun, right? And it doesn't mean you can't have a beer in here and there. It doesn't mean you can't just enjoy the 3D either. That's why we're here as well. But yeah, everything is balance. Everything is balanced in moderation. Everything, right? And it also depends on who you are as a person. But yeah, I agree. Uh, 616. What if you have issues with crowds? So you have more of like a phobia. I forgot what it's called. Or 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 is it that you have social anxiety, or both? Yeah, school did affect my throat chakra. Yeah, a lot of you guys, and me included, school, and then there's bullying as well and things like that that could affect how you express yourself, right? Especially if you're the type of person that is not like likes different things from what is cool or whatever, and you get bullied by it, you're never gonna want to talk about what you like ever again because you're hurt now and you feel like you are wrong for liking what you like, right? Taking away your self-expression, and then you feel like there's something wrong with you. Why don't I like what other people like? Why do I like this? Right? But in reality, there's nothing wrong with you at all because God is expression, full expression of self and authenticity in whatever it is you like. Even if you like anime, even if you like whatever, I don't. Who cares? It's what you like. Full expression of self, right? Hello, Sander. Thank you for being here. 777. Let's go. It's my number. Um, Fear can be like self-protective energy from self. Yes. Yeah. 100%. 100% egocentricity. A fear is just a self-defense mechanism in a way. No, yeah, it is 100%. You were just, yeah, a defense mechanism. That's what it's called. Self-defense. Defense mechanism. You're just protecting your energy. You're protecting yourself because you've been hurt before, right? And you're unhealed. So now you think the only way you can stop people from hurting you is with fear by not doing what you like, not expressing yourself, right? Yeah, very good. Oop. Your higher self will always guide you, always. That's why I tell. So you're right, Donovan. That's why I tell people all the time. No matter what you do, guys, you are always in perfect timing. Always. Even if you think you messed up, even if you think, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, it's gonna tie at the end. I promise you it is. It's gonna connect at the end. Later on, you're gonna be like, oh, I had to go through that so I can learn this lesson. I mean, I'm still going through those things still, even now. Like, why did I have to do that? Why did I have to? Oh, it tied. It came together. Oh, that's why. Because I had to learn this, right? And it's looking at it again, like the most simplest way to say it is looking at it from a glass half full instead of a glass half empty, right? How do you protect yourself from evil eye? There are many ways to protect yourself from evil eye, right? The first way is, or which is the easiest way, is just a mindset thing. Know, know that they are there to teach you lessons. Whoever's giving you evil eye is there to teach you lessons about self-love and about putting up boundaries and about not caring what type of energy comes towards your way because you are always moving out of love, so there can't be any type of negative energy, right? That's a mindset thing. But there's many other ways. There's visualizing techniques as well, right? If you have people that you know are giving you evil eye, you can always everything is mind, right? All of the universe is mental, so you can get yourself one of these, right? And one of these, and you give that symbol energy because if you believe in that this symbol is going to stop evil eye, you are giving that energy to that symbol already because the universe is mental and now it's going to protect you, right? Or you can just imagine yourself or visualize a protective shield around yourself, right? Spirituality is what you make of it. It is an inner thing. It is a mind thing. It is an energy thing. All is energy first. All is energy, right? And of course, even if you know this, even me, when I have this mindset. The negative energy is still going to pierce through sometimes, and that's totally okay. We are here to experience this energy. That's why that we are here in this universe, to experience negativity so we can overcome it and transmute it, right? And I promise you guys, from here is only up. From here, it's only up, right? A lot of you guys are doing so much better than when you were in the beginning, huh? Much, much better. Even if you're going through a low. Because excuse me, like I always say, it's always going to be like this. And it's going to go up like that. Always. Because there's always going to be ups and downs. But if you zoom out, right, you're going up. You're going up. Right? If you zoom in, yeah, it might even look like this, but you're zoomed in all the way. But when you look at it from the outside perspective, which is how your soul looks at it, because your soul's looking at your map, you're going up. Right? So there's only up from here, guys. There's only up from here. Okay, so don't feed the dark energy. Feed of the dark. Yes. So basically, if you're in a dark way, like a negative wave, know that there's a lesson that's coming, and don't stress. It'll come. It'll come. But ride the wave, and then after the wave, you're gonna figure out, oh, I learned this lesson. And when you're up, enjoy that up. Enjoy that up. When you heal a blockage and you're up, enjoy it. That's life right there, guys. That's the beauty of coming to Earth, because miracles happen on Earth. Because love is rare here. So we appreciate it more. When it happens, when miracles happen, we appreciate it more. Because it's rare. Right? But the cool thing about this timeline that we're in right now is that it's not just miracles are rare, it's we're going to experience the greatest miracle of this whole cycle. We're going to experience literally the greatest celebration, one of the biggest events in this cycle. The redemption of Mother Earth, the healing of Mother Earth. I'll tell a person one time you don't want to play with Koya. Wait. Hello, this is my first live of yours. This is an open forum of your followers for your followers to ask questions, or do you discuss a topic? Most of the time I'll have like a small topic, like right now is about past lives and stuff, but we already talked about past lives um in the other live. The reason I put topics is because I like to meditate before I go on lives or things like that, so I can know what I'm gonna talk about and I can know where the collective is, right? Because most of the collective anyway, because there's a lot of you guys that are in different places, but I can know exactly kind of where you guys are at, so I can know what you guys are going through, and I know right now a lot of people are starting to figure out their past lives. A lot of you guys are, or a version of that, or star seeds or anything like that. That's why I do that. But and again, I talk a lot too, but it's an open forum. You can ask any questions you like, any questions. Just please don't repeat the questions. Try not to repeat them in a row like that, so you can have so other people can comment as well. Type it once, and then if you don't see it, maybe type it again. Maybe Miss Catherine here can see it as well, and she's the one to type in all caps. If because and so I can see the question, if that makes sense. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Mm. What is my craziest synchronicity? Hmm. I've had a lot of insane synchronicities, and I forgot some of them, but I have them written down on my journal. But I guess there's a lot of them. Hmm. I guess I'll tell you one, but this one isn't my craziest one. It's just the one that I remember at the top of my head. Uh, but I was telling you guys that I was seeing the number 28 a lot, right? And with this number 28, um I didn't know what it was yet. But I knew I was getting close to my abundance because my guides were telling me, keep going, everything's happening in perfect timing. Keep going, everything's happening in perfect timing. Don't worry, your abundance is really close. Your abundance is really close. It's literally around the corner. And then I started seeing the number 28 a lot, and I didn't notice it that much. I was just, oh, okay, whatever. And then I stopped seeing it, and then I looked it up, right? Because I was like, oh, I remember seeing this number a lot, and it means abundance. And I was watching a movie, and I forgot which movie it was, man. And I said this already, but I was watching a movie. I forgot which movie it was, and I hadn't seen the number 28 at all, at all. And I was thinking about it at that moment. When is my abundance coming? When is oh the number 28? That's right. And once I thought about it, it was so insane. Once I thought about it in the movie, the guy pulls out his phone, and it was like the time was like 2:28 or something like that. At that moment that I was talking about it. And it was funny because I was around other people that are not spiritual. So I had to stay like quiet while I was watching the movie. I was like, oh, shit, that was a crazy synchronicity. But I'm gonna just chill right now. Because if they see me go like, oh shit, like that, they're gonna be like, whoa, are you okay? But it's just funny how in that moment when I was thinking about it, boom, it pops up. Like that quickly, right? That was one of not my craziest synchronicities. I have way crazier synchronicities, but that's the one that came up to my head right now. I forgot which movie. I literally forgot which movie. Um, offer guidance on healing of TBI. TBI. What's TBI? I don't know what that is. I'm very empathetic, masculine, so people always projected false identities onto me because I was kind of quiet and kept to myself most of the time in school. Yeah, I was also very quiet. I understand. I was also very quiet when I was younger. I had to defend myself when I got older, and I became kind of loud, but it wasn't me. Totally understand, 100%. Yeah, it's your throat chakra. It's your throat chakra because people put you down, make you feel small, so now you can't express yourself fully. So work on your throat chakra. 928, 28. Lil just looked over 28. Yeah, I love synchronicities like that. See how it connects like that, guys. The thing is, the reason why I say crazy synchronicities is because I have synchronicities that are crazy like that all the time, all the time, all the time, every day. Crazy synchronicities like that. So it's kind of hard. I forget. There's so many. There's so many of them. Um, mm, this is the year for the Starseeds, Chosen Ones, and Light Warriors. That's right. That's right. 100%. How's your family with all the spiritual side of your life, Edgar? I try not to listen to them. They're not. I mean, they're just people with opinions. But um, my mom is spiritual. She knows about energy and things like that. But when I start talking about like the universe and like past lives and all these other things, like I kind of lose her a little bit. And she has a lot of fear. She has a lot of fear and a lot of traumas too. So it's hard for her to understand a lot of these concepts. Um, and then when I try to talk to my brothers and sisters, my brother is starting to get it now. It's kind of funny that he sees me in my YouTube channel. He's always been a spiritual person. Um, he's always been very spiritual, and he's very philosophical as well. He's very intelligent. So he's kind of understanding a little bit now. And he's young too. He's like 20, 21. Yeah, young kid. So it's not too bad. I know I do feel the energy of like what is Edgar talking about? What the heck is he saying? But it's okay. Like it doesn't move me. So uh, it doesn't matter because my sole purpose is all that matters anyway. TBI, traumatic. Oh, traumatic brain injury. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. What was the question? How do you heal with traumatic brain injury? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Offer any guidance on healing of traumatic brain injury? I don't. I wouldn't know. I'm not gonna. I'm honestly, I wouldn't know. Like, yeah, I don't like to, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I know something. I honestly wouldn't know. Like, that's the first time I ever got that question. Um, so I guess just focus on, try your best and focus on the inner, because the brain is still, even if it's, you know, part of your thinking and part of your mind and things like that, it is still an outer thing, and you can still meditate and go within still, right? I'm sure. Do you meditate? Whoever asked that question, can you meditate and can you calm yourself and go in a deep state? Um, I would love to be around a lot of light workers one day. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day. Not anytime soon, but one day. I know that we are gonna all. We're all gonna come together, right? I'm gonna try and gather you guys all together one day. Maybe have a meet or something. So we can get together and enjoy each other's energies, right? Year of the Dragon. Let's go. Let's go. You just said 228, and that was the time on my phone. Big synchronicities. I have synchronicities all the time. I'm from Manchester, UK. I'm from Colombia. How are you doing, Lorena? Thank you for being here. And yes, synchronicities are awesome. Just like a little treat from the divine to keep us focused and still, right? Pero muchas gracias for being here, Lorena. Bro, I just saw your short with the number 28 come up in the front page. Yes, let's go. Oh, I love all these synchronicities. And yes, if you guys are seeing 28, abundance, abundance, abundance. Guys, abundance. Believe in that number. Believe in that number. Give that number energy. Give that number energy by believing in it, and you will create, you will manifest your highest timeline. Can you vibe with people who is not spiritual? Or should we be surrounded like with others like us? I can vibe with people, I can vibe with people that are not spiritual. It's just I just gotta go back because I still like the 3D. Like I still like, I like boxing. I used to box a lot. I'm probably gonna go back to box again. You know what I mean? So I really like that stuff. I like sports. I like soccer and stuff like that. So I'll still talk to people about that stuff, and I still like things like that. I still like movies and things like that. It's not. I always try to balance myself between being spiritual and also being grounded here in the 3D, because we also live here as well, right? But it doesn't mean that everyone's gonna be that way. It's just how I am, right? So it just depends on who you are and what you like and the type of person that you are. I'm a more grounded individual. I'm very balanced and grounded. But there's people that are very, 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 very deep, right? And they're just a little bit more different type of energies. I've been awake so long. Has been hard. Waking up early. Waking up are lucky. Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. People that woke up a long time ago are the crazy pioneers. It's very difficult. It was very difficult. Um, I saw it. Oh. I'm sorry I'm skipping all you guys' things. All you guys' questions. If you guys want to ask questions again, go ahead. Um, it's just a lot of questions, but I'll try my best to answer them. And I'm gonna answer the questions on the Discord. Again, I don't have all the answers for these questions in the Discord, but I'm gonna try to answer them. Um, in like about 5 minutes, I'm gonna try to answer them. And then keep asking questions as well. Okay, go on the Discord where it says Ask Edgar or whatever, and ask your questions just so I can try my best to answer it. I always meditate on them as well. hmm Lately, it's been synchronicity after synchronicity, confirmation after confirmation. This is our victory timeline. That's right, Dr. Cake. That's absolutely right. It's definitely getting easier. I've spoken to a lot of my friends that are still sleeping. Just show them as much love as possible. Love is a language, yes. Yeah, because it's still there. Yeah, 100%. It's about understanding too, right? Yeah, sometimes they can, you know, even piss you off and stuff like that because, you know, their perspectives, but you got to understand too that it is also an experience for them and that is their experience, right? That's their lessons that they're learning, that's their journey that they're going through, and we must honor that because each soul should honor another soul. That's when you honor another soul, you are giving another soul unconditional love, even if you have to put up boundaries, right? Even if you have to get away from these people, you still show unconditional love by honoring their soul and honoring their journey in this life, their experience, right? uh, do you study Grabovoi codes? I do not. I do not. No. Everything I get is from the signs that I get in the 3D and from me tapping into Akashic records. And yeah, everything I get is from me tapping into the Akashic records. So that's where my understanding of the universe comes from. And of course, memories and visions and all these other things. Speaking with deities, yeah, things like that. I give my daughter Edgar's manifestation technique for the tutu portal. I think she tried it. Oh, the heart technique, right? Shooting the energy out of the heart. Yes, yes. You can manifest with each chakra. Doesn't matter which chakra you use. Heart chakra, root chakra, third eye. You know, you can manifest because you're throwing energy out into the world, right? Hmm. The TBI lingers in making memory and clear thought random. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Just meditate on it, right? You meditate. That's good. I wonder if hmm, I wonder if you can get into it in enough of a calm state with meditation, enough calm and deep, where you're completely still, where you're able to observe more of your thoughts and stuff like that. Because I get random thoughts too and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure yours is a bit different, right? Yeah. Is it better to be with your is it better to be with your twin flame or alone for your mission? It everything depends on your the lessons that you're going to be learning, right? So for some of you guys, um, you have to be in separation at one point. Some of you guys are going to come together and then separate. Some of you guys are going to come together, separate, come back, separate, right? Because these are lessons, and it's not even like a big thing. It's just going to be. It might even just be something small. Something. It doesn't have to be a big old fight, super toxic. It could just be like, I need some time alone. Okay, I respect that, right? Boom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Yeah. What do you know about Kabbalah amulets and talisman for protecting and manifesting? I don't know much about that stuff. I don't know much about that stuff. What are your thoughts on how to help our families with keeping a peaceful mind during these times to bring down the fear energy? It's gonna be hard. The best thing you can do is to move authentically, move from love yourself, because energy is contagious, right? So if you're around people that are, you know, toxic or negative or whatever or unhealed, understand that it is them in their journey of healing as well. Understand and move from love yourself, because when you move from love and you practice pausing, I always tell people to practice the pause, right? If someone tries to get at your energy, right, you practice the pause instead of responding, right? Practice the pause, even if it's like inside it's like this person, right? Practice the pause and relax yourself, because words are spells, right? So if you say something, it's going to be manifested, right? So you have to, you know what? Tell yourself in your mind, at this moment, this person is disrupting my stillness, so I'm going to leave, right? And you could just be like, oh, well, excuse me, right? Or something like that. It's not, it doesn't have to be super intense, right? You could just be like, right? And the more you practice this, the more people are going to notice. Promise you they're going to notice. They may not say they notice, but they will notice because everything is energy, right? And the more you do this, the more you set an example of the energy that you are doing, that you are giving, right? And the more you set an example of this positive light energy, energy becomes contagious, right? Um, please no. Okay. I don't want this comment here. Bloop. Okay. And I don't want this person here either. Okay. Gotta head out. It's 2:40. Okay, take it easy, Petey. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna leave soon too, guys. I'm probably gonna leave in about 15 minutes. So if anything, I'm going to start. Well, let me answer this question real quick, and then I'm gonna answer the Discord questions. For any of you guys that actually ask the Discord questions, I'm gonna start answering them right now. I'll try my best. What are your thoughts on how to help our family? Oh, it's the same one that I just answered. Awesome. Words or spells? Yes, 100%. Which is more powerful, words or thoughts? They're both powerful, but in this universe, right? If you get a thought, and even if it's a negative one, right? If you confirm it with intention, which is saying it out loud, you are manifesting it. So I would say yes. It depends on the energy that you put and the intention that you put. It's more about intention. And most of the time, when you speak, you're giving it a lot of energy rather than just a regular, like little thought. But if you're thinking a lot and you're not saying it, and you're meditating and think about your manifestations, and you put a lot of energy into those thoughts, and you even, like I said, you grab the energy from your heart or you grab the energy from whatever, you can, because the universe is mental, it's going to be strong as well, right? But I'd say the easier way to have the best intention is saying it out loud. Boom. That's why affirmations are really good. That's why affirmations work. But the thing is, you can't just say affirmations and that's it. You have to put the intention in those affirmations. You have to put the energy in those affirmations, right? And by the way, when it comes to affirmations, a lot of people are like, you have to be in the present moment. You have to say it this way. You don't have, guys, you don't have to say it anyway. I'm telling you right now, I never followed any rules when it comes to manifesting. All I did was put all of my energy into my words and into my thoughts when I was manifesting. All of my energy, which is my intention and my feelings. Even if I said, I'm going to be a millionaire, instead of I am a millionaire. No, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to make a bunch of money. I'm going to get my abundance. I'm putting that energy in there. So it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. For some people, it'll probably work because when you say, I am a millionaire or whatever, you, by saying that word, put more intention, but it depends on the person. That's why you always have to try different things out and see which one helps more and which one makes you feel the words that you're saying more. It's all about feeling. It's about that energy that you give into the words, right? It's all about that energy. So don't, because a lot of guys, I see a lot of people, I have to say it this way, or I have to say it that way. There are no gatekeepers, guys. There's no guidelines. Everybody's different in a different way. It is all about the energy. That's why I always like to say that the universe is mental. Because it is. The energy that you put in your thoughts, the energy that you put in your words. Okay. I love boxing and lifting weights. Yeah, same here. I love it too. Absolutely love that stuff. I love it so much. Can you block? Okay. The only way to block another person's spell will affect you is if you believe that it will. Yes, Catherine. That's literally what I was gonna say. If you're gonna block other people's spells, the first thing that I always say is a mindset thing. If you believe that this spell is gonna hurt you, and even giving it the name spell, this is why you gotta be careful with words too, right? And with labels. If you give it the name, oh, it's a spell and it's a curse over me, you're manifesting that on you, and you're bringing. Remember, you're a magnet. Remember, you are a magnet. So when you say that, you're bringing that energy towards you, right? So just be like, no, just know in your mind, no spells can hurt me because I'm on my divine purpose, because it's the truth. So you are protected always because you are needed. There's no way anything can stop you unless the mind believes it to be so. Always. And if it's difficult to get to that level, right, where you have this mindset, because it was difficult for me in the beginning when I had a low vibration, low frequency, and I wasn't healed yet, it was hard to have this mindset, then visualize. Visualize a protective shield around you, right? Say affirmations that are going to stop that, right? It all depends on where you are in your journey. Okay, I'm going to answer some of the I'm going to answer some of these Discord questions. Okay, first question I see here is from Donovan. I'm having a lot of bad luck now and a lot of obstacles. This is usually happens at an important time in my life. Do you know what it might mean? Yeah, every time, important time in my life. I wonder what important time in your life, what it means to you. Because it depends what this time is. But a lot of time before you're going to get a blessing or before you're going to level up or before anything big is going to happen, the universe will test you. The universe will test you, especially if you are in a lower frequency, right? If you are in a lower frequency, the universe is going to test you, and these tests are going to feel more intense. But I promise you guys, once your frequency goes up and you start healing, I'm telling you, you're going to start having fun. I know it's insane to hear it like that, but you're going to start having fun. It's going to be more easier to heal. You're going to start seeing the lessons much more clearly. It's like you're looking at it from an outer lens, right? So just always think of it like this. Whenever something big is going to happen, right? Or like when you're having some crazy bad luck, which I'd say don't say that. Don't say that, by the way, because words are spells. So don't say that you're having bad luck. Always say that you're just learning lessons from the universe. Okay? So when that is happening and you're having obstacles, just tell yourself, I'm just learning a lesson right now. And I'm going to learn it. And I'm going to overcome this. Always. Because it's true. It's the truth. Okay, the next question is by Kara Peters. Love your work. Wondering, is fear always related to chakra blocks? Or does fear always reemerge as life ebbs, webs, and flows? It's both. It's both. So even I know I say all the time that take care of your fears, take care of your fears, but you will always experience fears because you are in this dimension, right? There's always going to be some type of fear. But as some of you guys know that are already healed, the fears are not as strong. The fears are not as intense, and healing becomes easy because they're minor blockages now. And yes, every fear is related to your blockage, 100%. Because those fears connect to the other chakras. Those fears can affect your self-love. Those fears can affect your self-expression, which again, if you don't love yourself, you're going to have a hard time self-expressing yourself anyway. See how, because all the chakras are connected. That's why I always say look for your fears, right? So yes, it's both. But don't worry, once you heal your major blockages, the minor ones will be easy. I see flashes of spirit light, looks like multicolored sunspots while producing music. Are these my guides helping me? It is you opening your third eye because you are in a state of flow. You are in a state of flow when you are producing music, which is, it seems like it's probably even your purpose, whoever this is. Webstar, I don't know if you're in the chat, but anyway, if anybody feels this way, like when they're drawing or when they're playing a sport, right, or whatever, and they're in that flow state, you are closest to the present moment and you are closest to the divine, right? So it's just you getting closer to like the other side, and it could also be your guides. Yeah, it could be your guides giving you signs. Does anyone else feel? This is by Kearns 11. I know you're here, Kearns. Oh, I think you probably left actually. Anyway, does anyone else feel like they are growing wings, upper back vibrations? Interesting. It's funny that when I just read that, I felt like tingling sensations in the back of my back in the back here. Um, yeah, it could also just be. I mean, it could also just be that you're connected to angels somehow, or maybe you're an earth angel. Who knows? Who knows? Look into that. It's definitely Kundalini though. Anything that you feel that's tingling, that's this, it's part of your vital force energy. So it's you. Do you use or have thoughts on subconscious subliminals? Christianity stripped. Do you use or have thoughts on subconscious subliminals? I don't understand this question that much. I don't understand this question. I'll probably think about it later. When I meditate, Mr. Brandit Kotsi, sorry if I say your name wrong. When I meditate, I have a song in my mind. How do I get it to stop? Huh. You have a song in your mind. How do you get it to stop? Why would you want to stop it? If it's altering you, why would you want to stop it, right? If it's helping you, then do it. If it's altering you, why would you want to stop it? Then just put some other type of meditation music. That's what I would say. Put some other type of meditation music, or even just listen to certain songs. Because you can also listen to songs and be in it'll also get you in a meditative state. It just depends. Because everything, it's sound alchemy, right? Songs are still sound alchemy. So just listen to another song, or listen to another meditation song. Is Saturn the god of this world? Any info on this, Ed, or something I'm still thinking about, to be honest? You gotta understand that everything is dimensional awareness. Okay. So, which means that everything comes in geometric patterns. So there's vibrations and imprints. Hard to explain this, but hopefully you guys can understand. Everything here is an experience, and every dimensional awareness is another perspective that you take, which is third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, whatever, right? And each and every one of these dimensions is as above, so below. So so it is expressed in different ways, but it's still similar to what other dimensions are expressed, if this makes sense, right? Saturn, the concept of Saturn being the god of this world, right, it's just connected to the root chakra energy. That's all it is, right? And they say that it's the god of this world because it's the devil is also connected to the root chakra. It's just root chakra energy. Satan, all that stuff, root chakra, right? Lower dimensions. That's why they say it's the god of this world. But in reality, it's not, because Earth is in between the two dimensions, the two lower dimensions and the higher dimensions. It's about balance, right? So if they say that Earth is the god of this world, the Saturn is the god of this world, it's because for a long time in this cycle of Earth, we've been celebrating the root chakra, which is the devil and the lower dimensions and survival and getting ahead and stepping on people and making a bunch of money without moving from the heart and instead of moving from fear, right? That's what that is. It's just a celebration of the root chakra. But now it's not. Now we are connecting all of our chakras. And now we are balanced in all of them, right? And now we're moving from love, because the heart is what connects all of the chakras together. It's in the middle, right? Hopefully this makes sense. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. All right, so that's all the questions on the Discord. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and ask them on the Discord after this live is finished, and I'll come back to this chat right here to see if there's any other questions that you guys would like to answered. And I will be leaving in 5 minutes, guys. Okay. Right before I leave, of course, if you guys want to join the Discord with a bunch of like-minded people that think the same, Lightworkers, every single one of them are Lightworkers, go and check out the description on the bottom of this video. It should have all my stuff there, and I also have like my store there, and if you guys want to donate as well, you guys can go ahead. Of course, you guys are not forced to do anything, but yes, if you guys want to donate, it's also in the description right there as well. My upper back vibrations are where my first divine inner knowing. Is there earth angels? Yes, there's earth angels. There's definitely earth angels. We must create a new world. Let's go. We are. We are creating a new world. We are creating the new earth. That's why we are called light warriors, right? We come in here to fight off the dark, right? Thanks, Edgar, and everyone in the chat. 88888. Let's go. Let's go. Abundance, baby. Abundance for every single one of you guys. Okay, guys. It's time for me to go. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get some food. It was awesome talking to every single one of you guys. You guys are all great. You guys have such amazing energies, and I know you guys are gonna make it, man. Every single one of you guys is gonna make it. Every single one of you guys is going to clear your blockages, clear your karma. Your ancestors are looking at you right now with so much love that you are doing this for them. This is why you guys are called light warriors and light workers, because you came in here to solve and to heal your ancestors' karma. Good luck, guys. I love every single one of you guys. Again, Discord is in the description. And namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here. Adios.